New York Islanders destroyed the Toronto Maple Leafs on Tuesday night. We would spit with possibility of getting 6 points from the possible 6 points by looking at games against league's worst Columbus Blue Jackets and wrapping Buffalo Sabres and almost consolidating their playoff hopes. I think they want to do it hardly. They got only 1 point from their games against Blue Jackets and did not even bother appear against Buffalo last night. In meantime, in front tons Nickelodeon Day, after watching disaster fans, Kyle Palmieri, Columbus to Columbus after loss overtime he said that are not ready play, verbally they are exhausted, even though have more time than most other teams around them. Fortunately, Florida Panthers lost in arrangement, Pittsburgh Penguins won, Islanders still have good proportions to do after season. The upcoming is confronted with New Jersey Devils Washington Capitals on the way, and then visit Tampa Bay Lightning Carolina Hurricanes one after the other. Island's news about the collapse of last night their lazy, slow game cost them 2 important ranking points and makes their jobs much more difficult. LHH of course, Kyle Okposo broke his score-free tie with the winner and of course, he barely tested Eric Comrie, who scored 10 goals for the last time. The only person who appeared at night had a chance thanks to Semyon Varlamov. Samuel Boldage seemed to have been chosen for articles because Varlamov saved him, and then made a lousy turnover at the beginning of the game where he was banned for long extensions. But he answered the questions asked him. As I mentioned, the last games make it much more important. New York Post Comrie was the first goalkeeper in about 60 years, which recorded a closure on his next trip after 10 goals. Sabres was the first game that Sabres won without scoring 3 goals since last year. Nice skinny, what should Lane say about all this? Lambert Postmame usability pic. Twitter Ruxvogd. New York Islanders March 26, 2023 Other islands' lights not being withdrawn in the race means that they only increase their concerns. THN, Stefan Rossner answered your questions after disappointment last night. Hudson Fasching leaves an impression on the Islanders. A bright point from weekend scored 20th goal of season, and his father JP scored 20 goals for same team. Newsday, however, perhaps Horvat and Pierre Engvall were not enough. Elsewhere last night, NHL scores include Tattoo Rangers in the regulation of the Panther.